Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about the product approach and how it may be hurting your business. To give you a little story, a couple of years ago I got involved with a health and nutrition company. Now I came in as a product user, that's all I wanted to be. I'd seen some great results with the product, but the guy, he hounded me and hounded me and hounded me. And finally I gave in and, being a business owner, I thought I'll give it a shot. Thought I knew all about it. Hey, we're just selling a product here, getting as many people as we can, and they'll in turn sell a product. Well, that's really not what it is. It's more about building teams, duplicatable teams. Now, this is what happened to me. I got involved, got a few people in. Next thing I know, they were doing the same thing I was, throwing up, literally throwing up on everybody. And what I mean by that, they were doing the educating. They would go in their back office, get enough information about the product, and tell everybody themselves. There was no duplication going whatsoever. We were building our downline out instead of down, meaning we had a revolving door business. We had as many people dropping out as we did coming in. It wasn't that people didn't like the product, but nobody could get it paid for. Nobody could make any money with it because they were all approaching people with a product instead of a business opportunity, and which we will talk about that in the next blog, the business approach. But the key to this business is being duplicatable. Now, what I seen in a couple years with that business, which I'm no longer in, was this. Number one, most people likes to approach with the product. And that's okay. Just understand that's the slowest way to build your business. But if you have to approach with a product, and I know most of you are sitting there thinking, well, isn't that what this is all about? No, it's about building duplicatable teams. Let the company sell the product. You help people build businesses and teach them. Well, to make a long story short, the product approach, listen to people. Number one, listen to people. That's all you have to do is listen to people. Quit focusing on everybody you meet trying to push your product down their throat. Just listen to them. When you get ready to leave the conversation, hey, you mentioned such and such. I may have something that you'd be interested in. If it's health and nutrition, they may be wanting to lose weight. They may have health issues. They may even be talking about needing an extra income or wanting to buy an extra vehicle or something. So things like that. That's what you're looking for. Listen, number one. When you listen enough, you learn to start asking the right questions. When you start asking the right questions, they can lead you into opportunities to present the tools in your back office. Now, our company had newsletters, we had videos, we had websites that we could send our prospects to. So that's what I would do. 3 months down the road, I started doing this and my business turned around. We started getting the duplicatable team because other people started doing what I was doing. Remember, everyone will do whatever you do. Okay, you've listened. You've sent them some information. Now you immediately, when you say you're going to send them some information, schedule a follow-up time. It may be that evening, it may be the next day or the next day. I recommend not going over 2 days. If they're wanting to go over 2 days, they're probably not interested. They're just trying to get rid of you. But call them up. See if they've looked at the information. Now, if they've not looked at the information, this is not your opportunity to shine, even though you probably know all about your company. Remember, you're trying to be duplicatable. Ask them when they will have a chance to look at it. It may be in 30 minutes, it may be in 2 hours, or it may be the next day. Call them back. If they have looked at the information, do this. Before you call them, set up a three-way call with one of your upline sponsors, your upline sources, and make sure that they can answer the questions. This is duplicatable, guys. You're telling that prospect that they don't have to know the answers. So you've listened, you sent them some info, you followed up. Now this is what I always say. Did you have a chance to look at the information? Okay, good. What did you like best? They will tell you what they like best. Okay, I did too. Whatever they liked, I liked usually. Did you have any questions? Usually they will have some. Is this, like in the health industry, they would ask about, is this safe to take with such and such medication, or is, something like that. Sometimes they would ask about the business side of it. Hey, that's a great question. Can you hang on a second? See, I never told them once that I was doing a three-way call. I would get my upline on the phone. Hey, this is such and such. He or she's been involved with the company for a couple of years. They can answer your questions better than I can. Hope you don't mind. This was their question. Turn the call over to them, and I sit back and listen. Now, the reason that you want to do that is it's duplicatable, guys. You're telling that prospect, wow, he really didn't do nothing. He sent me some information. He followed up with me, and someone else answered the questions. I could do that. Isn't that simple? So why do we do it just backwards? I think it's because most of us, once we get someone that's kind of interested, or we think they're interested, we're so afraid that we'll lose them that we feel like we have to get them right then. Most people will join you if they're curious. Don't tell them everything, guys. Don't tell them everything about your company. Let them think, wow, this may be an opportunity for me. Chances are your friends, they may join, but if they're joining under false pretenses because you've basically told them all this great stuff, what are they going to do? They're going to do the same thing I did. They're going to go build a team of about 1,000 people, and that's what I did. The wrong way. And then it's going to turn to 700, then 500. It's going to keep diminishing because there was no duplication. There's people out there. I was one of those people that could recruit. But what happens when you want to quit recruiting? You're wanting to build a duplicatable team, so I encourage you to do things that are duplicatable. A lot of things that you're doing are probably not duplicatable. There's a place for everything in this business. Events, how duplicatable are they? Most of the people that I talk to, when they would quit, events were their biggest thing. I'm tired of going to events all the time. Tired of going to having meetings in somebody's home all the time. With today's technology, there really is no need for that. And I know some of you are like scrambling now thinking, I can't believe he said that. Well, it's time to get with the day. Now, think about it. The number one reason is, I'm going to put the number 1 and 2 reason, and you can put it in whatever order you want. Most people don't have time or money. If you are making this business look hard for them, they're not going to want to do it. I know when I'd been in a week, they had tried to get me on about 6 calls. Well, one every night. They was wanting me to have a meeting every week. I didn't want another job. Now, if they would have set me down and showed me the game plan, it's good to have meetings in your home. It really is, but follow the system. Do the three-way calls. Get some people signed up. Start making some money before you start doing that. That's all I have today, guys. Next blog, we're going to be talking about the business approach and how it can propel you to the next level. Thanks, and I'll see you at the top.